We begin this evening with a developing story. Police sources have revealed that investigators will be conducting a case conference next week to collect statements from ex-members of the Kahal Yahweh religious group in St. James. The source said following the case conference, a decision will be made on how the probe into allegations of a child sexual abuse will proceed. Now, a relative of one of the members of the religious group yesterday called for a deeper investigation of the organization, which she says isolates and controls its members and denies children their education. Now, meanwhile, some 8 years ago, the now deceased founder of the group responded to what he classified as misconceptions about his teachings. This is Omar Thompson, the head of the Assembly of Kahal Yahweh in Montego Bay, St. James.
As they persecuted the believers in the Bible, so are they persecuting us.
But before him, there was Neville Woolery, founder and leader of the movement in Jamaica. He died 3 years ago, but concerns about some of the practices of the Kahal Yahweh stem decades. In this 2011 interview on TVJ's Religious Hard Talk, Mr. Woolery was taken to task about the cult-like nature of the sect.
I am not surprised that we are labeled as a cult. But I just want to say something, that Kahal Yahweh is very serious about righteousness. I want to be clear and make it clear to every single person that we make no apology about righteousness because we take it seriously.
A world unto themselves. It's what's being created here at this property in Albion, St. James. It's also considered a significant step for members of the Kahal Yahweh Assembly, whose ultimate aim, as we understand it, is to have little to no contact with the outside world. Already, children have been removed from the formal education system. Adults have quit their jobs, given up property and other items deemed worldly to live here. As we dug deeper into the archives of Religious Hard Talk, we came across this 2012 interview with Kahal Yahweh member Michael Reed. In it, Reed and his wife explained the idea behind living as a separate nation.
But you have donated out of love a substantial portion of property to build a commune for the Kahal Yahweh.
Exactly, sir. We are so doing as an example to this country,
Yes.
and also to the world. It's going to be a model.
A
model way of living.
You won't build that in Montego Bay?
Exactly.
And people will live in communal circumstances?
It is written, come out of her.
So
Come
people are going
out
to
of
push
her,
out of society
Israel.
and to live there?
No.
You know, some people watching us are going to say, there's another Jonestown being developed, you know.
All right.
People are watching and getting afraid now.
And that separation in life extends to death.
No, you can't bury them with the heathen.
So you're going to find private ceremony?
Of course.
The people say they are governed by the laws of Yahweh. Violations have consequences. For example, one's head is shaven.
It is a sign of their remorse that they do this. So we don't hold people and shave them.
No, we know literally not.
Right. But the key thing
they
now
know
is
the
that-
rule of the rule of the Kahal.
But once there is sin, it means
Yes.
that they have transgressed, right?
Yes.
And if they are really remorseful, it is a sign of their
Okay,
remorse
I
that
see.
they
So
show
it is
it.
And here's why the women are dressed how they do.
However we choose to dress is a reflection of our inner state. So righteousness is on the inside, so it must be reflected on the outside. Now let me tell you something, Ian. You know, I get very fed up now and very, very sick, to be honest, of looking into crevices, cracks, holes, and devil stamps on our women.
Police raided the compound Tuesday following reports of child sexual abuse and that older men were marrying underage girls. It was the second time in 2 weeks that police swooped down on the property where 6 children have been removed.